Good morning, folks. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at an example of combat from Gladiator Quest for the Rudis. It's by Jim Tronzo. It's a game that I'm gonna give you a little example of combat, give you my thoughts on the game, and review it a little bit. It's played. This is the engine of the game. It's like a fast action deck. They call it an arena action deck. Have you ever played any of the Avalon Hill games? Sports games in particular, you're familiar with a fast action deck. And so what do we got here? We've got, I'm playing the Mermilo, veteran by the way. This is attributes, card with his attributes against the Thrakes, a rookie. The Thrakes has control and he's moved in on the Mermilo. We look at their attributes here, keep them recorded here, and we keep track of them as they will fall and rise during play. More fall than rise. So he's in a cautious stance. If we look it up in the tables, he's gonna look up a lot of tables. The Thrake's cautious stance. All right, we're gonna pull a card, and we're gonna look. It's a D20 system under D20, so it's a 6 and a 6. On the cautious table, what's he going to do? He's going to the Sika quick thrust. That's what he's going to use, or Sika forward slash. And each gladiator, type of gladiator has their own deck. That's the Thrake's deck. So he's going to use the Sika forward slash since he's attacking, he's in control. Alright? And me, my Mermilo, what am I going to do? I'm going to attempt to leap back. Alright? Probably not the smartest thing to do. Alright. Because he's not too agile. So how do we do this? Well, we're going to turn another card in the fast action deck, and it says defend. It goes to the defense card. The attack card does not come into play as of right now. And it says defend, and what's the success on defend? It's the agility plus 6. My agility is a 5, and plus 6, that'll make 11. So, I'm going to pull another card. Got it upside down. We're going to look underneath where it's attack or defend, and that's a 7. My agility is 11. To success, I need to fall in between the 11. It's a 7. It is successful, so what do I do here? Come on. Result. On a successful leap back, there is a 1 in 3 D20 chance of tripping. A successful leap back leaves you in your rear box, either standing and on your back. So I'm going to leap back. I was going to miss it. So will it? 1 and 3 to 3. So I will be prone. I'll fall down there prone. Another thing I forgot to mention, these all have values here. Stamina. That one leap backs for the Mermilos, a -3 stamina. This one here, even though it didn't work, it's a -2 stamina. So you're gonna take the stamina off from my Mermilo. It's gonna go down to 17. And the Thrakes is gonna go down to 13. Alright? And that'll come into play as we keep going. Stamina means a lot. It means a lot of things, whether you're gonna be a draw or whatever. So all right, so who's gonna have control? Thrakes was in control. He's got a control number of a 9. All right. We flip it. It's a 16. It's not within the 9. So the control goes to me. Now I'm going to get to move and attack and so on. That's very rudimentary, but it's a basic. It is the basic. It is a basic combat. What's this here? Okay, it's a basic combat. Combat turn. All right. So, what do I think about the game? Well, this is where I'm going to tell you my thoughts on it. I've played this game. I got this last week. Possibly last week. Yeah, last week I guess I unboxed it. I got it and unboxed it. And let me tell you right off the bat, I think it's a pretty good game. Okay? It does have problems. And there are things I don't like about it. First of all, let's talk about the components. The components, A1 components. Great mounted map. The cards are good. Even the counters. The counters are really decent counters. Decent size, big counters. Components, down to the box, I have no complaints about the components. Really good components. What about the rules? The rules are a little different. First of all, this game isn't a casual game. It's not going to be a casual game. If you get this game and you play it, you're going to have to put time into it. Now, some folks, like me, like to put time into games and see them and see how they work out, see how good they run. I have no problem doing that. Other people, they might not want to do that, and I completely understand that, but you got to put time into it. You'll have to put some time into the game. The rules could have used the game could have used more in-depth development. Let's say we're missing. It's just crying out for further development. But people in BGG has done a lot to do with these games. The designer has done a lot to help this game out. The designer itself has given you errata. It's a lot of errata. Somebody else rewrote them, revised the rules. And when you get all that together, you read the cards, which a lot of the rules are on the cards and don't come in the book. You can figure it out, and it's okay, and it plays well once it's figured out. Plays well solo. We've got a solo system, although it's a rough solo system. You're going to have to make some decisions that the AI will not make. You're going to have to make those decisions. Most of that has to do with movement. 2-player game, 3-player game. The 2-player, 3. Those are great. Some of the cards are a little rough. The Radiator, some of the movements a little. You have to dig deep to figure it out. But it's all there if you figure it out. But you will take some time to do that. But ultimately, for me, this game's a win, a huge win. I've put a lot of time into it the last few days. Played it over a week, every day for the last week. I guess probably about a lot of my off time. I've played it, tried to about 4 hours a day, at least. So, I do think it's worthwhile. I think it is the best Gladiator game. It eclipses certainly the other one that I thought was the best Gladiator game before, which was Avalon Hill's Gladiator in 1981, I think. This eclipses that. This turns into the best Gladiator game as far as historicity and playability. This is the best Gladiator game. That game Spartacus came out. This is nothing like that. It also has other expansions. I've got most of those. I haven't even played any of the historical Gladiators or the Bestiarius or any of those guys. So I've just been playing the basic game. What you get in the basic game. And yeah, it's good. I got this on a deal, brand new, with all the expansion decks for $15. That's the best deal I've gotten in a long time on a game, in a long time, as far as playability goes. I think if you go to the website, this game's website, something like $35.99. Is it worth $35.99? Yeah. It is, as long as you put time into it, as long as you have the time to put into it, as long as you want to play it, as long as you like Gladiators. You're going to have to enjoy the idea about Gladiators. You're going to have to think that the games in ancient Rome are cool. My big concern about this, I was thinking it would neither be fish nor fowl, in the sense that it would neither be a sports game nor a war game. So it'd be something in the middle. Well, it's for sure a war game. It may have some of the sports attributes like the old arena action deck or the fast action deck, when you want to say it. That works very well. But it is a war game. And it's hard. So it's not like Spartacus. That game, I wish this game would have been more like that. The problem with this, it needed further development, I do think. But it's not so rough that you can't figure it out, especially for war gamers that were used to figuring stuff out and used to looking on a BGG or anywhere else for extra rules and so on. Card clarifications. There are some clarifications that need to be made. There's some clarifications you need to look for. But if you do all that, if you really like the idea of the ancient Colosseum, to get in there, I mean, this is the game for you. I love it. Probably going to play it more in the future. I'm just started the campaign, a solo campaign last night, and I hope to continue it. I don't know when. I haven't been doing a lot of things because, like I said, usually I've been a consultant, but since in my work, I've been put on the back burner for years now. Since, I don't know, 2013, 2014, I've been on the back burner, just been consulting, and haven't been doing anything in the field. That's all changed. And now I'm working 7 days a week as of right now. But, so I don't know when I'll give another update or what I'll do. But till all this pandemic stuff gets under clamped down. But again, I'm not complaining. That's what I get paid for. I get compensated well for it. So, yeah. I'm just letting you know, giving you my thoughts on this game. And this game's worth a look if you like it. If you like man-to-man combat, tactical combat games, this is good. Especially if you like Gladiators, it's really good. So, yeah, it's a niche, but it's a niche that I find fascinating. If you can find it for a good price, like $15, definitely pick it up. All right, that's all I got. It's my review. Like it or not, there it is. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.